Hey everybody, Justin with PumpPal here, and today we're going to be talking about new features and enhancements in this update on PumpPal. If you haven't ever heard PumpPal or used PumpPal, PumpPal is a physical activity tracker or a workout tracker that tracks not only your workouts, but it tracks your progress through progress photos, body measurements, and your reasons to keep you motivated. If you want to check out the app, go to the App Store, PumpPal Physical Activity Logs, search for that. Click it, download it, install it, give it a chance, and tell me what you think. Otherwise, this one's kind of be like a feature updates, and I'll do a quick rundown of all the features in the app if you just want to follow along in the video. But what we added on this update is I kind of updated the look of the actual work when you're in the actual workout screen. I updated the look to match more of the plans and groups look here. Let me pull that up real quick. What we got here. So it looks a bit more organized and a bit more clear what's going on. The actual workout tracking in the beginning was what I built first, so it kind of like lagged behind in the looks department as I added more features and made it look nicer. And then this one kind of looked older and older and older, so it's about time for me to give it a facelift. That screen got a facelift. We got the edit exercise screen got a facelift, so it's a bit clearer what's going on. We also gave the workout summary screen a facelift. The plan builder did get a facelift too, so it's a bit cleaner looking. It's not so just like a little line there. We got to use the space that we have in it, so it looks a bit nicer. So a lot of visual improvements in this one. The one feature improvement is going to be alternate exercises. We have, as you see here, if you were going to add an exercise, if you're going to edit an exercise, previously you didn't have this alternate exercise here option to add, right? You just had the search for an exercise. You got the instructions there. You put your sets in and you add the exercise, right? Whereas this one now allows you to hit add exercise, alternate exercise, and essentially what it'll do is it'll pull up a little prompt, and you can search for an alternate exercise you want to use on this one, and then you would add the exercise, right? If it's not in the list, you also have the option to just give a name to the exercise, and then you can select what type it is, weight training, body weight, so forth, and then that'll also add that exercise. Once you add it, if I click the right picture, you will see it in there like this, right? So in this instance, the default exercise could be bodyweight squats. You're just going to do some bodyweight squats, and if you wanted to, you can alternate between barbell squats. Where this is handy is when you're in the exercise, you can simply swap out an exercise on the fly. Let me see here. Where's my picture? It's right here. On the top right there, you now have the swap option. If you click that, it'll alternate between that bodyweight squat and barbell squat, right? It's probably a bad example, but you're probably going to do, barbell squats over bodyweight squats and probably alternate between those two, or maybe you'll do like barbell squats, or you might alternate between lunges. But this is a quick way you can actually alternate those exercises. Let's say if you're in the gym and you're going to do the squats, all the squat racks are taken. You don't want to wait around 10-15 minutes for them to get done squatting. You can simply use your swapped exercise, right? So a quick way to do that, cool little feature we added in this new update. This update will be live when this video actually appears. It should be live in both iOS and Android. They look pretty similar, as close as you can get with Android and iOS being different, but they look very similar. This version is the iOS version. So if you want to check out those new features, be sure, if you have the app, make sure you update the app to the newer version, and then you'll see those. If you're on iOS, either one should automatically update, but you go ahead and check, make sure you're on the newest version if you want to check out these new features. If you're someone just figuring out what PumpPal is right now today in this video, what is PumpPal? PumpPal is a workout tracker that lets you track your progress. As you can see here, you can set up your plans and what exercise you're going to do in those plans. We have groups here that allow you to group up specific groups of exercises. Let me go in here. So let's say you did a couple weeks of, or a couple months of training, let's say leg development, right? And you don't want to, you have your plans list for their plans for the week for the leg exercise. Well, this list can only get so big, right? So let's say you get down to, like, here's your full body at home, right, or your leg ones, these three, and then say you want to start, something for more chest development, and then you start to get starting to get this huge list of all these exercises, especially if you want to keep those. Groups just allow you to keep it organized. So let's say these are like your leg exercises. If you hit the group button at the top right, the one that looks like a folder, it'll prompt you to keep those in the list or not. Oop, if I click the right button, here, it'll prompt you if you want to keep those plans in the list or not, or remove those plans from the list. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do by default, then I realized I'm like, I'll just leave the choice up to you guys. So you can take them out of there and it'll group them up. You can use them later, or you can remove them from the list or keep them in the list. So you select that. It'll then allow you to create a group like so. Here. And then once you create your group, you give it a name and a description, and then you're going to have these. You can use these later on if you want to use them. So you can remove them from that list, and then let's say you want to do some more leg development, you can hit that Add Group Plans to Plans List button, and it'll take those plans and then put them back on your list so you can use them over again. So it's just a way to group things up and keep organized so you don't have a huge list and keep things grouped together. Another cool feature of PumpPal is you can track your progress photos. This one was a sweet feature I added a while ago, and essentially what this allows you to do is it allows you to take pictures over time and compare them to your oldest pictures. If you're not sure how to take the pictures, you can just hit the tips, tools, recommendations in the top. It gives you a complete rundown when you should take these pictures, how you should take these pictures, different tools you can get to take good pictures, things like that. If you want to learn more about it, you can click that. Otherwise, if you want to get started and you want to add like a picture, you can click the plus button in the top right, and this will give you a prompt of asking you to either, let me go in here. You can either take the photo now, which will open up your camera. You can take the phone, take a photo right away, or you can choose from your library. So like if you say you already have been tracking your progress photos and you want to bring those photos into the app, you can hit choose from library and you can add those in one by one, right? Once you have this selected or picked how you're going to bring the picture in, you're presented with a menu like this. You can change the date it was taken on. You let us know what pose it is, front, side, back. Is it one of your favorites? Maybe you had a good picture and you want to add it to your favorites. You can go ahead and favorite it, or you can make it private, and it won't be saved to the server. And then you just save that there, and it'll add it to your list. And then over time, you're getting front and side back shots, and you're getting more and more pictures, right? If you want to compare them, you can compare them right in the app. In the top right, you want to hit those for compare button, just to the left of the plus button, and you can compare those photos over time, like so. And you can compare the front, side, and back side by side, and quickly see your progress over time. Pretty cool feature in PumpPal. It's another way to track your progress because the scale sometimes doesn't move the way you want it to move, and this allows you to see your progress visually. Maybe that scale didn't move up or down like you wanted to go, but you notice good changes in your pictures. That'll keep you motivated, right? Another thing PumpPal allows you to do is track your measurements. Kind of the same point of this one, the scale doesn't really change much, and then sometimes it's such a small change you might not see it inside the progress photos, but your measurements will catch that 1/10 of an inch change, right? If you wanted to add a new measurement, or you're not sure how to take those measurements, tips, tools, recommendations, once again on top, tells you what tools you can get, how to take them, when to take them, all that good stuff. If you want to add a new measurement, hit the plus button, and it'll bring you to a screen like this where you can start to take those measurements and input it into the app, right? And then once you have them entered, you hit save, and it'll save it to your measurements. And once again, over time, it's going to remember all your measurements, and it's going to remember your first measurement. And then you can hit the compare button in the top right and compare those measurements over time. Your first measurement, your current measurement, like you went down in weight, you got body fat percentage changes, or maybe like you're stuck at a weight, you're getting bothered, and you didn't see in your progress photos something changed, but then you see your arms got bigger, or maybe your belly went down even though you didn't change weight, so your composition of your body's changing. This is what the measurements allow you to really track and keep track of, to keep you motivated when some things aren't saying what you want it to say, right? Cool feature in PumpPal. Another cool feature we have, I'll just kind of brief over real quick, is the reasons here. App photos. And essentially what this allows you to do is like you can put all your reasons why you're going to keep going into your app, and then from there, if you lose like in the beginning, you're going to be super motivated, man, and motivation just fades. It's not like you're going to feel that motivated, a week from now. You might lose the motivation. And this is kind of helps you go back, look over your reasons, and keeps you motivated and keeps you going, right? If you're not sure what kind of reasons you want to add, you can hit the presets button, and it'll allow you to get a list of presets. You can build strength, lose weight, improve mental health, increase your energy. There's doctor recommendations, be a role model for your family, perform better in sports, or gain confidence, right? So those are just a couple of little ideas. I honestly think of stuff all the time, and I'll keep adding to my list just to add to my list, and then you kind of go over them and you can read over them. To stay motivated, and not only for working out. You might be getting to 4 o'clock. You're supposed to be going. You're not feeling like it, and you might skip it. Read over your reasons. Get motivated again. Go to the gym. And this works the same way. If you're you want to have that snack, you don't really have that ice cream or whatever your weakness is. Go over your reasons again to stick with your diet, right? And then over time, it'll keep you motivated, right? But yeah, I mainly wanted to go over the features in this video. And I think I accomplished that, the new features I added. And if you have anything you want to, report to me, maybe there's a problem in the app, don't forget we do have the feedback section here inside the app. You can submit problems, you can submit suggestions, and I'll reply to those within 24 hours because I want to make an app you want to use, right? So go ahead and give it a try if you would. Go to your app store, search for PumpPal physical activity logs. That's what it'll be under inside the app. And go ahead, download it, give it a try. Let me know what you think, whether you use it or not. Yeah, please like and subscribe to this channel for more updates in the future with the app. And you can go ahead and stay up to date on what's been changed. Otherwise, I think I covered everything. Thanks, and have a good day.